Hey, it's Garrett, and I'm here to tell you all about the Dare to Eat program. It's been going on for only 4 years, and I've never taken a second to do a video. So today I'm super pumped to tell you all about how it works, what we go through, the different options you might have, and why I would love to work with you. So flexible dieting means that we're gonna teach you how to do calorie counting. And in theory, you could eat 500 calories of Twinkies a day and lose weight, but we don't encourage Twinkie eating, don't worry. The point being is that we want to cultivate a calorie deficit in your body, and we will teach you throughout the way how to create an effective calorie deficit. So what we don't want, and what a lot of people do often, is they'll eat 1,200 calories. I have no idea why that's the magic number. 1,200 calories a day for as many days as they can white knuckle it, and then they eat a whole pizza, followed by 4 cookies, followed by 3 martinis, and then they feel guilty, so the cycle repeats. What we do is we set calories that are as close to energy balance as possible so that you feel satisfied but not stuffed. Imagine that you wanted to take a very lavish vacation in 3 years. If you put a couple bucks away a week, couple bucks here and there, eventually you'd have this money pot that you could just go on vacation, a nice vacation, and not have to worry about it. And that is truly how the Dare to Eat program works. Our clients lose a half of a pound to a pound a week. So going back to the calorie deficit, they do that by eating as close to what their body needs to maintain its current weight every single day. Right? So you're eating what it needs, and if you're a very active person like I am, you're gonna maybe even eat more than maintenance because your activity level is so high. So what we really consider is the person's lifestyle, their age, their stress level, their amount of sleep, their rest and recovery, their training. All of these different things go into how exactly we create a calorie deficit. That brings me to the next point. Aside from a calorie deficit, we set protein metrics. A lot of you have probably heard the term macros, and macronutrients are proteins, carbs, and fats. They're the big building blocks of what makes up your food. Now, we focus on protein for 2 reasons. Number 1, when you're in a calorie deficit, meaning you're not eating quite as much as you need to stay where you currently are, it's pretty nice to feel full instead of hungry. And protein has the highest satiety level. So we encourage this protein intake because it's gonna keep you more full, it's gonna help your body with insulin resistance as well, and it's gonna keep you moving throughout the day so you're not constantly thinking about food. Number 2, when your body is in a calorie deficit, it doesn't say, all right, Sarah, let's shed the fat and let's keep that muscle. The body will lose both, and the rate at which it loses muscle and fat really depends on your genes. So in efforts to spare whatever muscle you do have and rebuild and recover if you're training quite frequently, we eat protein because that is what's gonna help your muscles continue to be strong. There you have it. We focus for Dare to Eat on calories first and protein second. But what about fat? What about carbs? Oh my gosh, I have to take a low carb diet to lose fat. I've heard that a million times. I personally have eaten 50% carb days while bodybuilding training. I've eaten 20% carb days while bodybuilding training. And the research will show us time and time again that the most important thing in fat loss is going to be that protein intake. So we work on making sure that you're getting enough protein that your body needs. And then second, that you're eating foods you enjoy. So let's say that I personally love fruit. My macros, as long as I hit my 30%, might be pretty high with fruit and pretty low with fat. Now, mind you, we are monitoring every day what you're eating. So if we see that your fat is like 10 grams, we're gonna step in and say, okay, Sarah, you really need to increase your fat. It's more than just because we think it tastes good. We think this is very important for your health. So we keep an eye on all the macros, but the only thing that we're gonna push you to do is truly to focus on your calories first and your protein second. So some of our clients will eat higher carb, some of our clients will eat higher fat. A lot of our clients are trying to get higher fat because of brain health. So with Dare to Eat, calories first, protein second, and then eating things you enjoy and that make you feel like your best self is how the other macros will fall. So you're probably wondering how you could do this if you travel, if you're a consultant. And let me stop you by telling you that There was a time when the majority of my clients were consultants that traveled either from Chicago to LA or Chicago to New York every single week. Very few of their meals were actually inside their kitchen. And that's what we love about this program, is it's so realistic. It doesn't say that you have to follow this meal plan and eat these foods. It's all about, here's your allotment and how can you eat within these calories, things you love, hit your protein and feel satisfied so you lose weight over time. Now I say over time because the proven rate of sustainable fat loss is 1/2 of a pound to a pound a week. Okay, some of our clients will lose more than that in week 1 because they'll shed a little bit of water weight, but most people don't even see the scale shift until the end of week 2. So with the Dare to Eat program, you can expect to lose about 6 to 12 pounds. And again, that's gonna vary based on how much muscle you have, if you exercise, if you don't, if you strength train, if you don't. And if you have more than 12 pounds to lose on your body, you're probably gonna need to do 2 cycles. And trust me when I say, if we work with a client long-term, we're not working with them for over a year in a calorie deficit. So don't worry, we will program it for someone, for instance, maybe a bride who has a wedding in a year and a half. We'll do various fat loss cycles, and then we'll go into maintenance modes, and then work on building her metabolism back up. Dare to Eat has been used for fitness models, it's been used for fitness coaches, for moms post-baby, and for a lot of brides. So Dare to Eat has focused on men, women of all ages. Our youngest client was 18, our oldest client was about 67. So we have worked with different people. We do know that there's no one way to do fat loss. There's no perfect macronutrient range. There's no perfect food for fat loss. But what there is accountability, which we provide, and consistency. So I invite you to go to our programs tab and look at what program might work for you, because different types of programs work for different people. If you don't have a lot of weight to lose, you just kind of want to kickstart things and have that accountability, that one-on-one accountability, the 6-week program might be for you. A lot of people will lose 3 to 6 pounds during the 6-week program and then continue to work on it by themselves. This is for the type A person that needs accountability in the start, but can really hold themselves accountable in the long run. The 12-week program is for someone who ideally has a lot more to lose than just 6 pounds and wants to spend a long time learning it step by step. And I say that because the final thing I'm going to tell you about the Dare to Eat program today is that it truly is a learning experience. The Dare to Eat program involves learning sheets every single week. So we go over things like healthy fats, healthy carbs, motivation. We go over superfoods. We go over what the scale may or may not be telling you. And we go through these things so that each week there's something that you can keep top of mind and further feel like your fat loss progress is meaningful and you're learning how to take care of yourself, so that 2 years from now, I can get an email that says, hey Garrett, I lost another 4 pounds over 2 years. I didn't even feel like I was dieting, but it's amazing. So I'm gonna leave you with that thought and just again invite you to check out the programs page, check out some of the articles I've written over the past 4 years about dieting, fat loss, and how to do it in a sustainable way that can bode well for your lifestyle. Thank you to all of my clients who I've worked with. I've loved working with all of you, and I can't wait to meet more of you.